And lead's climbing through 7,000. Two, what's your position?
You hear me?
Coming on Two's wing. Overhead the boat at Indus 12.
Yeah, you guys said one life, so I quit out.
If you look at the boat, we're at about 7 o'clock.
I don't think so tonight. It took too long to get in there to begin with, and I got to go to work in the
Well,
morning.
we'll be coming up over the top of the boat in about 20 seconds, lead.
Searching for you.
I'd love to, though.
On the plus side, I've had an opportunity to get all 5 of
I don't know
the
what happened. I
IPs
set the stabs to 18. I had the loadout you suggested. It seemed like it launched me all right. I don't know.
And
But you guys have a good time. Have a good one.
Got an airborne target at 10 miles. I got it. That's departing traffic, no worries.
And that may be lead.
Yeah, I find that you're probably about your maybe 7 or 8 o'clock high. Then, yeah, I've got you.
Yep, roger, that's me. Go ahead and roll out heading 280.
We'll roll out 280. Yeah, I've got low traffic and high traffic.
Yeah, lead's coming around your 6 now.
Copy that.
Say airspeed.
This DMR, bump the auto throttle. I'm showing 293 now.
Lead.
Rolling out 280. Angels 12, and I'm going to hold at 300.
And lead will be passing on the left. And we're going to be a 3 ship. And lead's showing you all around 330 knots.
Huh, I'm showing 300.
Ryder might just be judging it wrong. Lead's passing at your 9 o'clock now.
What visual?
Alright, flight rejoin wedge, 2 on my right, 3 on my left.
Two's pulling back.
Gonna be 350 knots.
And lead visual targets your 9 o'clock, roughly co-altitude, can't tell distance.
Search.
Probably a tanker or an E2, but
That would track if it were an E2. And flight, reprogram your COM1 to the JTAX frequency, which is 302.325.
And safe wake again.
302.325. And flight come up on 302.325.
Snapper 1-2 checking in. Correction, Snapper 3-2 checking in.
2 guys.
Snapper 3-2, broadsword 8-1. We are currently under slide instructions east 20 miles of the objective area due to a enemy mirage west of our location. 3-2 copies. You've got Weasel 3-1, a flight of 3 Harriers east of my position, east of the coast, 20 miles, Angels 10, they have 10 block 12. I'd like to get you in above them, 13 block 15 if you can. Do you have any enemy contacts on your scope to the west?
And Snapper 3 showing scope clear. We copy 13 block 15.
Broadsword copies. I'm going to reach back through C2 and see if we can get this slide lifted. Snapper 3-1, Weasel 3-1, the slide is lifted. I'd like to get you in the overhead. Weasel 3-1 and flight, 10 block 12. Snapper 3-1 and flight, 13 block 15.
Weasel 3-1 returning to the overhead, 10 block 12.
Weasel 3-1, I need to get you your sensor north of that initial tasking. There's an enemy convoy on the southwest side of Calba. I need you to get eyes on.
Weasel 3-1 copies. We'll get back into the overhead. My 1st Infantry Division north of Calba, was that?
Just give me 200 meter distance.
Hey, firm, it's convoy of about 20 to 30 vehicles pushing north to south, approximately 10 to 15 miles an hour.
Weasel 3-1 copies.
Snapper 3-1, go check in.
Snapper 3-1, mission number India Golf 1901, 3 aircraft, currently 5 miles south of the amphibious ready group, ordnance 2 Mark 20s, 2 Mark 82s, 500 gun, playtime plus 30, and boarding clear.
And lead to verify the broadsword copies all advisory for situation of 5.
Stand by. And stand by for situation update.
Only threat is manpads and ADA suspected in the area. Enemy mechanized division, heavily attrited in Fujairah. I've got at least company or battalion-sized force moving north to south from Fujairah to Bubakara, where friendlies are currently in the defense. Mortars are up. Gun target line 345 degrees magnetic. Max ord 7.5K. Should not be a factor for you guys. Clearance authority was with myself. Broadsword 8-1. Our board is aboard in the clear. And let me get your or actually you don't have any sensors. I'd like you to get your eyes west of Oswald in the mountain pass, approximately 5 to 10 miles. Venom earlier in the day reported that there was an enemy or suspected enemy convoy moving through the mountain passes there. Call contact on Oswald.
Snapper 3 copies all, contact Oswald.
And Weasel 3-1, when able, give me updated playtime.
Alright, he was talking really fast, but the key things they pulled out of that is they're an active gun target line with a max ordnance of 7.5, 7,500, should be non-factor. Essentially, there's mortars firing, and the mortars don't go higher than 7,500. At our 1 o'clock, you can kind of see a little patch of dirt and a couple of roads leading off to it. That's the direction of Oswald. It's a town, Alpha Sierra Whiskey Alpha Delta. And he does have enemy vehicles, convoys moving south to north towards friendly defensive positions. Our task right now is to get eyes west into these mountain pass roads, as there were earlier reports that there was
a 3-1, Bradford.
Mechanized convoy through here.
There's a 3-1, go.
And leads turn right.
I have an updated grid for you for the lead trace of that convoy, when you're ready.
What was that, 302, 325 again?
Say again.
The frequency for JTAC.
Oh, it's 302, 325.
Roger that. I'm not hearing him on comm 1.
Reserve 3-1, ready to copy. Ready to copy. It's 250018 north, 0561924 east, southwest corner of the town of Kalba, northwest of the little gumdrop foothill west of Casa Malaha.
Need 6 speed.
335.
Copy the 25.
And Snapper 3-1 in flight, I see you to my west right now. Due west of your position is that mountain pass that I was
I
talking
got
about.
one target, 2 airborne targets. Your nose at, looks like, if AWAC's not calling them out, we're probably alright.
Snapper 3 copies, contact Oswald. Yeah, Roger, that's probably the Harriers that are...
Yep, so follow that road, that route west through the mountain pass, and tell me if you see any enemy vehicles over there.
Snapper 3.
Weasel 3-1 from Broadsword, what do you see north of my position?
Directly below us at our 3 o'clock.
Weasel 3-1, we're looking.
The town of
Just
Oswald.
confirm coordinates.
Follow the road west out of there,
250018
through
north,
the mountain.
0561924 east. Good read back. That's the southwest corner of the town of Kalba. Just west of that little fish hook cove on the shoreline. Weasel 3-1 copies, we're looking. And clarification, I mean the inlet where the water comes into the inland a little bit. It's kind of in the shape of a weird, like, upside down YJ character.
Alright, lead's going to be looking to the right. I want 2 looking to the left, and 3, I want your eyes out for airborne targets.
Copy 2. 3 copy, although I just lost you guys. I also lost lead.
Roger, leads at 14,000, heading 240.
Visual.
And leads turning 270.
2.
Got a larger road right below me that I'm going to follow. It looks like there could be something down here.
Broadsword, Weasel, 3-2, checking visual. Got visuals on your targets moving towards the shore. Correction over the hill. Weasel 3-2 from Broadsword, copy. Do you have a rough location relative to Oswald? I have 250004 north by 0561914 east. Those vehicles are moving. Looks to the east.
Alright, what I thought I saw.
Alright, those are your targets. That convoy moving west to east over the foothills is your target. Weasel 3-2 copies. I need Type 2 attack from east to west. All right, expend as many GPUs as you can based on your playtime. Drop them dumb if you have to.
Hold on, Spike.
These are 3-2 copies.
18.
Spike.
Got 8.
If friendlies are no factor, just make sure that your attacks are east to west. Call in from east to west. I'm not going to clear you out for this. It's not a factor.
There we go, lost the log.
With a 3-2 copies.
And looks like you two both have visual on me, but I'm turning back right. I still want, once we level out, I still want 2 looking on the ground to the left side. Lead's going to be looking on the ground on the right side, and 3 your eyes out. And flight fencing.
Say again, man.
Flight fencing.
Snapper 3-1 broadsword.
Snapper 3-1.
Can I get an update? Do you see any vehicles in the passes over there?
Lead's rolling out 080. And negative for Snapper 3-1, no vision.
Copy. Let me get your eyes where the previous targets were just passed to Weasel Flight. As soon as that convoy's hit, if you still don't have any targets west of my position, then I'm going to run you in west to east on that convoy.
Rider, solid copy. We'll continue looking over here and hold on the west side.
Broadsword copies, break. Weasel 3-1 broadsword.
And lead's coming right.
Weasel 3-1, go. Just make sure that you egress to the south so that you avoid any surface-to-air missiles in the town of Fujairah.
Weasel 3-1 copies. Ensure egress to the south to avoid anti-air.
Broadsword.
And 2 and 3, you both got eyes on me.
2 has eyes. Nice vision.
Rider, and 2 and 3, did you both copy the last from broadsword?
2, yes it did. Negative, I'm getting a 0 on comm 1.
Roger 3. Broadsword past that Weasel, flight of 2 Harriers, engaging a convoy moving north to south. We are to continue scanning for targets in this western valley. Once Weasel is Winchester, he's going to vector us in from attacks from west to east.
Break. 9 aircraft slide south 20 nautical miles.
Coming left. AWACS just called fly south 20 miles.
Broadsword copies. Big, are you still on this net? Affirm. I need to get these GPUs off my Harriers. Can I get that attack off and then slide? Negative, not possible. And is less than 25 miles away. Copy, break, Weasel 3-1 and flight. Are you able to hit the tanker?
Weasel 3-1 flight. What do you have a bra to tanker from us at the moment?
Leads rolled out.
Yeah, tanker is to your southeast, approximately, stand by, 38 to 40 nautical miles.
Yeah, 3-1 copies. Would it not be quicker for us to go back to the boat?
If you're comfortable landing that heavy on the boat, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah, copy that. We won't be able to put it on the boat. Yeah, we can head south to the tanker. We are still playtime remaining 0 plus 10, so we can do 10 minutes on trying to get this column.
Copy. Yeah, I think that this slide's going to last longer than 10 minutes. So just go ahead and hit the tanker, and I'm going to have an attack ready for you if they push into the cast objective area.
Weasel 3-1, we'll head for the tanker.
Lead's coming right.
Broadsword copies.
Flight, go trail.
2, 3.
Shark 1. I guess the units over here for the combat air support are on slide. Should I slide southwest? I'm currently over Dodge. Is this Shark? Yes, this is Shark 1.
Yeah, go ahead and slide. I was just trying to reach you on Scarlet 01.
Oh, sorry.
Flight fuel.
No problem. Yeah, go ahead and slide south 20 miles. I have eyes on that column that you reported on Scarlet. I'm going to have an attack queued up for Weasel Flight when they're back on station.
Roger that. BJ speed.
Lead 335.
Broadsword Banger.
Go for Broadsword.
Slide is currently out of effect. You can bring back the AV-8s.
Copy. I'm going to go ahead and have the AV-8s hit the tanker anyway.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because they're already en route, unless you want to just turn around and drop those bombs.
Alright, AWACS just called that the slide is over, so we're clear to head back up to where we were looking for targets. And Disco, you
That's
got...
what Shark 1's going to go ahead and try to get eyes on. I got 2 GBU-12s. I'm going to try to hit the front of that column and slow them down.
and manual.
Broadsword copies, break, whistle 3-1, Broadsword, stand by what you're able to support.
Was it 3-1 copies? 3-1's currently outbound to the tanker.
Copy, not a problem. I'll have you mop up the stragglers on the way back. Break, Snapper 3-1, and Flight from Broadsword. When we get you attacking with your Mark 20s, they're still outside the city limits, making your attack south and north along the orientation of the convoy. They're currently oriented to the east in a north to south formation.
Alright, a copy you want to say south-north attack on the convoy, which is currently just outside the city limits. Never got out.
That's Shark 1. Looks like they are now stationary just west of Dodge, right there by the lake.
Configure for your Mark 20s.
Copy.
First,
I got a bead on the, I guess I take it back. They are moving now. They are moving south.
Roger.
I've got lock on the front battle tank. I'm going to try to swing around, head south right now, and drop a GBU-12 on them.
Broadsword copies, Snapper 3-1 from Broadsword.
Snapper 3-1.
Did you copy my tasking?
Yeah, copied south to north attacks on the convoy, which are currently just outside the city limits. I never got tally on those, so we're searching.
Not a problem. It's just north of the Gumdrop foothill on the coastline. There, just north of the little foothill, there's a water feature, inlet, where the water comes into the shore a little bit. That convoy is between the foothills and that water feature.
Shark 1's in.
Roger, Snapper 3-1, contact on the Gumdrop Hill, contact on the water inlet.
Snapper 3-1 from Broadsword, just keep an eye out for Shark's impacts, and then run your Mark 20s in north of those impacts.
Snapper 3-1.
Just make sure that you're not dropping those cluster munitions inside the town limits.
Shark 1's off.
Snapper 3 copies restriction. Alright, we're coming in for Mark 20s. We're going to drop both of our Mark 20s. And targets are in between this little Gumdrop Hill at our 10 o'clock and the water feature, the water inlet. 2, you got contact on what I'm talking about?
2, yeah. Kind of understand what you're talking about. Is it between the water feature on the actual water, that little inlet, to about 10 o'clock right there?
Yep, on the close side of that, and then you see the
Shark 1, no
hill
on impact.
that's off by its own.
Yep, just south of that inlet.
Yep, they are in between those two features.
2 copy.
3, what about you?
I was getting set up. Go ahead, what's that again?
Alright, at our 10 o'clock, you see the water feature? The water inlet?
Shark 1's in from the south.
Yeah, 3's got the water feature.
They're just south of that.
Copy.
So you see the little gumdrop hill that's just south of the water feature, off on its own?
Snapper 3-1 from Broadsword. It sounds like they're on the highway now between that water feature and the foothills. Or establishing in the defense.
Roger, they're right in between that. They're line abreast facing south. And Snapper 3-1 tally. Alright, I got tally on them. So they're arranged in a line abreast facing us. So they're spread out like in a line, perpendicular to their attack heading. I'm going to take the right side. 2, take the left side.
Snapper 3-1 from Broadsword, as long as they're static and just beyond the FSCL, I'm going to leave target sort in attack ingress direction to you. Just make sure you're egressing to the south.
Roger, I copy. Attack headings up to me and egress to the south for Snapper 3.
And Shark 1 is Winchester, just have gun.
To get out
all
of this,
targets are still 100%.
Yeah, egress to the south. Climb back up to 14,000.
And what altitude should we drop at?
Set the height of burst at 900, and drop at your discretion. Traffic 1 o'clock. Harrier is coming towards us. Maybe 4 miles.
And let's say heading, I think I've still got your visual, but I want to make sure.
Read 345. Leads in.
Susan.
Altitude.
Snapper 3-3.
Altitude.
Snapper
Lead defending
3-3.
AAA.
A-turns coming from the left side. Two's defending AAA.
Two is off. 3 is off, sorry.
And leads no impact, or no, BDA was 0.
2 was saying mine made it a little bit long.
And
Snapper 3-1 from Broadsword. Broadsword copies, say BDA 1 able.
BDA ineffective.
Tuesday Angels 20. Corrections Angels 12.
Broadsword copies, do you have any eyes on that formation?
That's affirmative. Snapper had tally on the formation. It's about a company, maybe company reinforced line abreast.
Broadsword copies.
Broadsword, Shark 1.
Go for Broadsword.
I'm just orbiting over that column about 17,000.
Leader, you better keep
They are moving south.
Lead is...
Copy, that airspace is yours, Shark. If you want to do gun runs or something on it to try to delay it until it gets into south of that little foothill area, once it's south of that foothill, I'll take terminal attack control. Roger.
And lead's going to set speed to 325. established heading 180, 14,000 speed, 344, slowing for 325.
Visual.
And 2 east, feet wet, moving, feet dry.
Hey, firm.
Yeah, I'm visual on 2.
Copy. Lead's just right in front of me, 2 miles.
And 3 is state 7.3.
Copy 3.
2, 7.4.
Leads in a left-hand turn.
And 3 is visual on 2 and lead.
Lead showing speed 331.
Definitely have to work on those cluster bombs.
Yeah, that didn't go as well as could have. They're pretty spread out for cluster bombs too.
Yeah.
Snapper 3-1 broadsword, say time on station.
I'm going to go in for another strike with the E2s.
Play time 0+15.
Broadsword, copy E2s.
Shark 1-1 from broadsword. Let me know when they are south of the foothills.
Copy that, Shark 1.
Alright, so what was that?
Shark 1's currently in from the south. Gonna try to get a BMP on the west side.
Broadsword copies, break Snapper 3-1 from broadsword, advise ready for game plan at 9 line.
Snapper 3-1 ready to copy.
From broadsword, this will be a type 2 bomb on target. Remaining Mark 82s each aircraft. IP is going to be Bravo 8, so east 8 nautical miles. Elevation approximately 10 feet. Description is that the convoy that you had tally on. Location is going to be south of that foothill, Kadam Malaha. Negative mark, we're already correlated. Nearest friendlies, south 10,000. Egress left pole, back into the overhead, 13 block 15. Advise I'm ready for restrictions.
Ready for restrictions, Snapper 3.
Just call in from the east. Need your attacks from east to west along the axis of the convoy. And go 3 backs when ready. Broadsword, Shark 1. 3-0, broadsword.
Column is currently halfway past that foothill. I am RTB. I got hit, so I'm down to 75% RPM. I'm trying to make it back and get a SAR going for me. But I did get one of those BTRs or BMPs, so they might have stopped.
Flight configure from Mark 82s.
Broadsword copies, thanks for the work. You're approved to egress to the east.
Roger, have a good day.
And broadsword, do you want the full read back or you just want mandatory lines?
Just mandatory, 4-6 restriction. And I can have a mortar smoke mark for you if you need it.
Roger, Snapper 3 copies. Target south of the footholds were already correlated with no mark. Friendlies 10,000 south. And do request the mark.
And we just be advised that column that we had, the far left contact that we had was AAA.
And Snapper 3-1, good read back. Snapper 3-2, go.
3-2, you ready to read that back?
Yep.
Alright, he's
Lead say speed.
lead speed 331. And to read back the night line on COM1.
Oh, stand by.
And lead is changing our hold. We're not going to maintain the circle.
Snapper 3-1 in flight. Go ahead and belay my readback requirement. Just go ahead and proceed with your attacks. You're already correlated.
Roger, broadsword. Sorry about the delay on Snapper 3-2.
No problem.
And Snapper 3-2, or Snapper 3 is currently south of the IP, pushing the IP now.
Broadsword copies. The enemies are in defilade now. I will get the smoke mark on them best I can, but I may just be they may be west of it quite a ways.
And Snapper 3 copies. Snapper 3 does have contact on a black pillar of smoke in the general vicinity of that target.
Yep, Broadsword has eyes on that black pillar. It is on the top of the hill. Enemies are now at the base of the foothills to the south of that pillar of smoke.
Snapper 3. Okay, so game plan is we are attacking with both of our Mark 82s. Our goal is to achieve the axis, so the same axis that the bandits are down, or the contacts are down. So we'll be going line instead of perpendicular.
Oh man, oh man.
Lock in both of our Mark 82s instead of the cluster bombs. And no interval, we're going bomb on target.
My bad, I was literally about to key up.
It's all good. My bad for not prepping you to get ready.
Nah, it's all good. I thought you
Sorry
meant like
to disconnect,
I was like, oh,
guys. See
yeah,
you
I can
on
do
Discord.
that. And then you were like, oh, just call JTech. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. So our targets are at our 11 o'clock now at the foothill.
Either
They've
3
moved south of the
or
foothill
2.
now. As we get a little bit closer, you'll be able to see a black pillar of smoke from where Shark 1 hit one of them.
So they're just currently south of that pillar, correct?
Correct. They're supposed to be at the base of the hill south of that pillar of smoke.
2.
3's looking.
2, I got visual.
And leads telly. So they are pretty significant distance away from the south of that hill.
2.
Leads climbing back up to 14,000. Snapper 3 IPM.
Snap 3-1 and flight continue.
Hey, lead, I'm just going to pull back a bit to give you some space. 3, you clear my rear.
Oh, you're fine. Plenty of room.
Copy.
So I'm going to take this out, and instead of flying directly at the target, I'm going to button hook into the target, so we're going parallel. Lead will take the far targets. 2, you'll take the middle, and
Hey, Rick, if you're still busy, we're gonna go to another channel.
Snapper 3-1 tally.
Yep, Snapper 3-1 from broadsword on the deck.
I think my professor, let's go to Blue Flat gameplay.
You're cleared hot from the east.
Cleared hot. Snapper 3. Alright, red smoke is down. The targets are south of the red smoke.
Cheers, Tally.
Enemies are south and west of that mark.
Snapper 3-1 tally. And leads in.
Cheers in.
Cheers in.
Lead speed breakout.
2.
Targets are on the move.
Altitude.
3-1 pickle.
2 pickle. 2 way.
3 pickle.
Damn, they're moving pretty quick.
Broadsword observes impacts. Multiple targets potentially damaged. The formation is still moving to the south towards my position. They're going to be in range of the CAT team and the tanks soon. You are approved immediate reattacks with gun. From same game plan, same 9 line, same restrictions. Call in.
Snapper
Right.
3 approved immediate reattack.
Hey, Rick, you here?
2 copies.
Okay. I'll talk to you.
3 copies.
Alright, we're circling back around. We're going guns this time. And broadsword Snapper 3 still has 1 remaining Mark 8 or Mark 20. You want us to play that vice guns?
A firm. Just make sure that Mark 20 lands outside of a populated area.
Yeah, copy cluster munitions outside of population. Alright, rolling my Mark 20s. Anybody besides me still?
Broadsword, Weasel 3-1.
Where's the 3-1 from broadsword?
Weasel 3-1, 3 kills. Currently 11 miles to the
Roger that,
east
you two are
of
guns, and I
waypoint
am,
1. IP Tau.
I'm
2 red.
going to Mark 20. And apologies on that speed. I'm speed back.
Broadsword copies. You're approved south of my position.
10 block 12.
Get your sensors in the vicinity of the enemy formation just north of friendlies, north of Bubakarat. Following the Snapper Flight's gun run and Mark 20 drop, I'm going to have you guys employing on the convoy from east to west.
Weasel 3-1.
And lead still
South of your position, block 10, block 12.
Snapper 3-1, let me know when you're IP inbound. I'm going to have Weasel position themselves to the east after you're done with your ingress.
Weasel 3-1 copies.
Snapper 3 IP inbound.
Snapper 3, continue.
Get spiked by an 18 to the 6.
Oh, you spiked us, my bad.
Roger. Looks like they're halted again. Alright, same game plan as before. Lead's going for the long targets. 2, you're in the middle. 3, you got short. Snapper 3-1 in.
Snapper 3-1 and flight, you are cleared hot. Break, break, Weasel 3-1, go ahead and proceed to the east. 8 nautical miles. And let me know when you're ready for attack brief.
Proceed east, 8 nautical miles from your position. Weasel 3-1.
Buddy.
And they're on the move.
Altitude.
Pickle.
Altitude.
Watch that low altitude. They will shoot at you.
Chopper 3-3 in from the east.
3-2, you are cleared hot.
These motherfuckers are playing with us.
99 players from Broadsword. I just saw Weasel 3, correction, Snapper 3-1 got hit. He went down. No shoot.
God damn it.
Flight check.
Confirmed 3-2 was hit. 3-3 is up and away off to the west or south.
Snapper 3-1 checking in. Snapper 3-2 is hit. No shoot. Got visual on the crash site. 3-1 and 3-3 are off south.
From Broadsword, copy.
Hey Brett, how you doing?
Weasel 3-1 in flight. Let me know when you're ready to attack this convoy.
Are you on the deck?
2-2 is visual on but you're away south.
Snapper 3-1 and flight. You approved egress to the east.
By the way, right
report 15 nautical miles for the switch.
Rider Snapper 3 egress to the east, report 15 for the switch. Alright, we're off to the east. We're gonna egress. You still got visual on me?
That's fine.
Well, let's get us two at least on the deck at the carrier.
Yeah, state 4.6.
And lead is 6.3.
Alright, Brett, well I'll be standing by, and then when you're done I'd appreciate an audience with you. Copy. I'll be up in BF2 briefing.
Weasel 3-1, go.
You ready for game plan?
Weasel 3-1, ready to copy.
Alright, this will be type 3. Bomb on target. I need all your DPs around. You can make multiple attacks in this engagement.
300.
Alright? IP is going to be east 8 nautical miles. So that's Bravo 8.
Gotta be a little bit more careful next time, I guess.
Negative elevation. Enemy convoy north of my position. Approximately 2 to 3 miles north of my position is the location. You should already be correlated on that target. But we'll do a talk on if necessary. Nearest friendly south 3 miles. Need you to make your attacks east to west and west to east. Can you read me back that target location?
Three is 5 o'clock and 200 yards closing in.
Visual.
Targets are north of Bubakara. Do you copy?
Weasel 3-1 has Bravo 8, negative elevation, 2 to 3 miles north of your position in the region of Bubakara. Weasel 3-1 now on tally.
In field, 1-1, no joy.
Laser 3-1, copy.
Fuel check again.
It's a good readback.
Say again?
Fuel check.
Stand by, I'll try to coordinate the mark. Call contact on Bubakara.
And what's our button one again for this jet?
There's like a cluster of trees, square shaped on the west side of the town.
675.
Roger that. I'm going to take a little spacing so I can find that.
Go for it. Broadsword Snapper 3, ready for the switch.
Snapper 3-1 in flight, you're approved to switch. Thanks for the work.
Button 9. Com 1.
Gotcha. And button 11 is tower. Are you up on button 9?
Yeah, I got button 9 on com 1.
Marshall 200, holding hands with 210, 280 for 50, Angels 14, state 4.2. Well, I'm guessing there's no Marshall.
Sounds like. Gonna have to use whatever the actual frequency for the boat is to get back, because they're gonna have to give us azimuth, right? Or you got it on the F10?
No, I've got the initial launch waypoint, so it should be somewhere in front of us at 34 miles.
Copy.
It was tracking right to left. And fence out.
Fence out.
Marshall Hornet 200, radio check. Too many ships out there. I keep seeing all the oil liners.
Yeah. Would 127.5 and calling the AI work?
I mean,
Get a bearing?
You want to call them up? I'll maintain on Marshall.
Well, I've got several targets at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
10 o'clock?
Yep, I see it. That may or may not be it. It's hard to tell if it's a flat top or an oil liner.
Yeah, but it looks like it's an escort. The other thing was there was an LHA not too far away, right?
Yeah, we passed the LHAs a while ago.
Alright, so I got multiples at 1 o'clock, or at 12 o'clock, and multiples at 10 o'clock, almost 11.
Nope, I got them at 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's them.
Roger that. We want to push button 11?
Yeah, go ahead and push button 11. I'll make our attentions on 10, or on 9. And Marshall 200 holding hands with 210, see you at about 15, descending from Angels 14 to 2000. Switch to tower. Alright, starting the descent. And Stennis Tower 200 holding hands with 210 at 14,000. See you at 12, descending to 2,000 for the overhead into the Charlie. Traffic co-altitude 12 o'clock, 10 miles. Not a factor. Alright, game plan's going to be one loop in the port overhead and then descend down to the Charlie.
Roger that. We want to hook that now.
Now we'll come down to 2,000 and hook in left. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, hooks down, radar. Radar, tell me. Didn't realize what you're saying.
That could have been more clear.
Altitude. Altitude.
And coming right. BRC is 014. Commencing from 2. 200 initial. In the brake.
On the brake.
200 horn ball 3.9.
Hornet ball 2.9.
Nice job.
Deck is gone.
Alright, I am going to hop out of pit and I'll start talking on Discord.
I'll be right behind you.